Hello and welcome to the commentary for the Little Mermaid review. This was my fourth review, I believe. I really don't like this movie. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I love it solely because I loved it so much as a kid, and there's a lot of good memories that are attached to it. But as an adult looking at it, it's no. and growing up to become a bit of a feminist, this movie doesn't sit well with me. Originally, I didn't think I would really have a whole lot to say because I hadn't watched it in a few years when I was taking notes for it. But there was just so many things that didn't make sense to me, that I thought were really stupid or really annoying. Like this opening, the intro to the movie, I didn't understand. Because I don't feel like it really introduced Eric, Prince Eric. I feel like they were more so trying to introduce the mermaids, and I was like, well, why this way? Why not just open with the fish swimming and then the little, I don't know what those are called, and the text appearing and everything? Why not just do it that way? Because there's really nice music, and it's very pretty. But because this is a good enough intro, even though I don't understand why anyone would name all of their children beginning with the same letter. Even though my mom did it with my 3 older siblings, they all start with the letter J. Except for me. I got lucky. There are some aspects to this movie that I find enjoyable. Some of the characters can be, but for me, most of them are just really insufferable. And I'm going to be perfectly honest and say that the only characters that I really like out of this movie are Triton and Ursula, and they don't really do much. But that's probably why, because they don't really do much. I used to find Flounder really cute as a kid, but it kind of bugs me now. Okay, this would be Doug Walker and his many characters. Ask that guy. Wait for it. Bum Reviews. Or Chester A. Bum. And he also has the Nostalgia Critic, where he reviews movies. Him and his female counterpart, the Nostalgia Chick, are pretty much the reason why I started doing this. And the joke, it kind of opened up where I could throw them in there. So, if you have no idea who they are, and you would like to know, I believe the website is in the end credits. But it's really just thatguywiththeglasses.com. Pretty simple. Oh my god, I hate this fucking bird. Ugh. What else? Oh, this is the first review where I really work on, where I did like voiceover work that wasn't from this original footage here of the review. This is the first time I ever went back and recorded something solely just for the audio. So this was fun because I had to pretend like there was a voice there that I was talking to. That would only be added in later. And I think, given that for the most part, especially in the beginning, I had no idea what I was doing, I think it came out really well, and this is actually one of my favorite reviews, especially from the beginning. Because I had a lot of fun filming it. I enjoyed writing it, I enjoyed editing it, from what I can remember, because this was literally over a year ago now. I mean, I got into it wearing blue for the ocean, and then doing my makeup kind of, my eye makeup ocean inspired, and then of course the red lips for like, you know, Ariel's red hair and everything. Oh my god. What are me celebrating again? Okay, that I did actually fix before I saved the review onto my computer, but for some reason iMovie, while saving it, decided to switch it back. Because I seriously, I kid you not, I changed it to what are we celebrating again? And when after the file saved, I don't know, did I? No, I don't think I didn't check the files before uploading them on Split. So when I uploaded it and then I watched it to make sure that like nothing happened during the uploading process, I discovered that it was still what are me celebrating again, and I was furious. But at that point, I think I already deleted the all the original footage, so I couldn't go back and fix the text. And to this day, it still frustrates me to no end. But, you know, it's the beginning. You're bound to make mistakes. And I would also like to say that as a movie, I definitely don't think it's the worst Disney movie ever. Because the colors are really pretty, the animation is really nice. For the most part, the music isn't too bad, it's just not my favorite. That was another thing that I've never done before, having to find a clip that looked like Ariel was reacting to me talking to her. I think it got across well enough, because I remember playing this for a friend, and later on, like, something I say to Ariel that would upset her, and she like swims out of the room in a huff. He was like, "You upset her. How dare you?" You know. So it came across well enough, and I was very happy about that, because obviously, you know, like I said, this is my 4th review, so I still have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm still growing today, you know, I'm trying new things, because I watch my older reviews and I go, oh my god, I could have done this different, and there was just a really great joke and I can't believe I didn't think of it, and I could put it in, and then I could have taken this out and done that, and I especially do that with like the Swan Princess and the Twilight review, because they're so long, and I just don't know how well they hold up. Because this review I actually like. I feel like it came out fairly well and is very entertaining, given the fact that it was only my 3rd full review, because the 3rd review that I ever uploaded was just a mini review of me talking about why I don't like the remake of Romeo and Juliet, because I stated in the Twilight review that I hated that movie, and one of my friends was like, okay, I've got to ask you, why do you hate it? So, this coming year, being that it's nearing the end of December of 2011, so 2012 I think will bring a lot of... Okay, look at her head here. Does it not look like it is way too big for her body? I'm surprised when she turns human that it... Look at that! Look at her frail body and her humongous head. How is her tiny little body able to hold up that head? Oh, this joke. I couldn't resist when Ursula said, you know, she's fallen in love with a human, and not just any human, a prince. And I'm like, that's kind of backwards. Shouldn't it be she's falling in love with a prince and not just any prince, a human? Because that would be more offensive to King Triton. So I had to add in, and I'm like, okay, if he's tattooed and he's a badass, he's got to be in the ocean. And I'm like, how could I do this? And I thought, the SpongeBob movie. I'll take Dennis from it. Oh, this. Here, I said that what girl does this in her room with like a statue of the guy that she likes. Girls would do that. It's just the dialogue and the fact that Jodie Benson is obviously much older than 16. And so her voice is much more matured, and so it comes off a little, I don't want to say pornographic, but R-rated at most. You know, and so it's like, I don't know. They would say other things. But, yeah. What was I saying before I interrupted myself with the whole head thing? Oh, gosh. Oh, 2012 will probably be a bit better of a review because I can play with audio more now and do certain effects. I love this joke. Again, Flotsam and Jetsam set it up for me by saying we represent somebody who can help. They misspelled lollipop. Because I've only ever seen it spelled L-O-L-L-I-P-O-P. And that joke, the Wizard of Oz joke, wasn't the original joke that I had. The original joke I had was the attorneys at law. And I just realized this whole thing is muted, and I didn't even intend for it to be muted. Anyways, I think Jodie Benson did a pretty good job making, you know, capturing the 16-year-old attitude, though. Yeah, I was way off. I didn't actually have the song playing while I was lip syncing, so it was going off of memory. Yeah, that was a little too close. I'm not really watching it because it's muted. I'm just trying to think. I don't know you, but I like you kids. It was actually really hard thinking of, like, different types of kisses. Oh yeah, that was another thing that bugged me. It's like, not only does she have an attitude, but she's also incredibly selfish, which I guess most would argue, well, you know, what 16-year-old isn't. But the reason why it bugs me isn't so much that she is, you know, bratty with and selfish. It's the fact that in the end she gets everything she wants, in spite of the fact that she's bratty and selfish. That's what bothered me. Oh yeah, about time. See, this is another reason why I like this review, because and I know this is probably going to sound egotistical, but I really like my facial expressions and my reactions to certain things. I think they're pretty good in that. My mom and her friend have told me, because they watch my reviews, of course, they told me that I'm very expressive, and I'm pretty sure, I'd have to ask my mom, but I'm pretty sure I've always been really expressive. I think not only will 2012, I actually do like crab. I don't like a whole lot of seafood, but there's crab, shrimp. I don't really like lobster. I won't eat salmon because it smells weird to me. I don't eat like trout or like regular fish. I'll eat fish sticks, which really isn't actually legitimately fish. And only like Van Kent's or whatever the brand name is. But well, then there's like sushi. Whatever's in sushi, I like sushi. It's amazing like how much Sebastian protested this, and not once did he ever actually like go to Triton until the end. Joking about being high. That's always funny. Because I don't actually do drugs. And then like the bit with me with the hammer, and you'll notice a lot in these reviews that I talk about like killing myself because the movie is so bad, or killing other people for it. Sorry about that. Or killing other people for it, or oh, that. I'll have to explain that in a second. Like in my Looney Tunes review, which I'll probably do a commentary on one of these days, I joke about blowing up the Warner Brothers studios. I would never actually do that. I'm not a violent person. But this is a character for the most part. I mean, it is me, but it's being that it's a character, it allows me to do or say things that I wouldn't actually do in real life. The cue cards. I haven't done that in a while. I really do want that bathroom. I think I stopped doing the cue cards because well, one, I probably forgot because I am a bit of a space case at times. Clarifying what I said. But I think I also stopped doing the cue cards because I didn't want to be repetitious. But there's some jokes that I totally forgot about that I could bring back. Like, I think I did bring back the cue cards not too long ago for a couple of reviews, but I try not to do it too much. And this, America really hates other cultures, because it's not just Disney. There's other movies that do this shit too. Oh, the Pocahontas thing. Okay, I did this movie mainly because I did want to talk about why I don't like it. Because some of my friends and my cousin were appalled by it. Like, how could you hate this movie? You loved it as a kid. And it's like, well, I loved the Swan Princess as a kid, but I grew up. Funny thing about life, that happens. But the nostalgia chick, she mentioned hating this movie. She did a top 11 villainesses list. And Ursula was on it, but she was like, oh, I hate this movie. I sold my soul for a vagina to be with a man that I don't even know. And I'm like, she's right. And there was a bit of me that really didn't like the movie anyways, but when she pointed that out, I was like, you know, there's a lot of weight to that. You know? It doesn't make sense. So I kind of ran with it at the same time. But she also, in one of her early reviews, she reviewed Pocahontas, and she had pointed out that Pocahontas stood dramatically, posing dramatically on like rocks or cliffs or something at least 4 times in the movie. And so when I was watching this, I happened to notice that Ariel posed on platforms quite frequently as well. So I kind of mentioned the whole Pocahontas thing. It's kind of a reference to the nostalgia chick, but unless you know of her, which is only a small few on the vast internet, then you probably won't get it unless you watch the movie a million times. You'll be like, oh yeah, she does. Yeah. Oh, they cleaned her. That was so nice of them. They cleaned her and dried her. Well, this is like the second or third time that I've done this audio commentary for this movie, and I was doing it a little while ago, and I couldn't think of anything to say. And I was like, oh my god, this is boring. I have to stop. I have to redo this. And now I haven't shut up. Yeah. I really don't know who would actually be listening to this. I just like to get these out from time to time and give a little behind the scenes, I guess you could say. Not that there's really a whole lot that goes into what I do, but maybe to explain some things that I say or something like that. Let's see. Oopsies. You know what I've noticed, like, not all of the villains, but some of their motives are pretty stupid in Disney, but for the most part, when they actually do get to the point where they can take over and destroy everything, they're always so stupid about it. I mean, how moronic is it that you get King Triton, who's like ruler of all the seas, you get all of his powers, and you conjure up a storm to kill a mermaid and one pesky human being. How ridiculous is that? Oh, I hate this line. She really does love him. Ugh. No, she's 16. She has no idea. I had a boyfriend at 16, and I thought I was madly in love with him and I would be with him forever. Looking back now, I'm so glad we didn't end up together. I really think parents should not, really shouldn't enable their child's behavior, this kind of behavior anyways. I was making fun of myself there about AJ McLean and the Backstreet Boys. Yeah. And actually, I'm going to be making fun of myself quite a bit in my next review, which, for those of you who are listening to this, like, I guess late in the game, my next review would be I'll Be Home for Christmas. I kind of got a bit of a, less of an English accent and more of a Australian accent here. Yeah. I didn't even know I could do them. I guess. Oh, yeah. Disney should not have a line of wedding dresses. Not if they're going to look like that anyways. More of them. I didn't really talk about the ongoing penis joke, did I? I know that's probably really random considering what part of the movie we're in right now. Jesus Christ, those puffs on her, they're bigger than her tits. Penis joke. Oh, it started when I said she wouldn't even know what to do with a penis. I'm not even sure she even knows what a penis is. She doesn't even know what a fork is. And so I just kept like randomly saying penis throughout the review because I had a wide range of a sense of humor. I can be dry, I can be morbid, or in this case with the whole randomly saying penis, which that's really just tacky and tasteless. Oh, the Animaniacs. I had to throw them in. I also do, like, enjoy slapstick humor, sarcastic, So, I think it's funny when, cases where people are like, this isn't funny, you're not funny, and I'm like, everybody has a different sense of humor. If you don't like it, it's fine. I don't expect you to. I don't expect everyone to like my work. God, I love the Animaniacs. So good. Oh yeah, I really did do that in one take. Penis. So random, I know. Well, I don't know if I really, like, divulged any information that anybody really wanted to know about the review. I hope I did. I hope this wasn't me just talking for like 30 minutes about nothing. I will see you guys in the next review, and I'll also be doing another audio commentary. soon enough. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing Cool World audio commentary. Yeah. I always like to have these audio commentaries, especially on the back burner if I can't get a review out in time, which it's looking like I'll Be Home for Christmas isn't going to be out in time, unless I don't get any sleep, which I probably won't. But if not, I hope you guys have a really great holiday, whatever it may be. It was brought to my attention today, the 20th of December, that it is Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate it, and so on and so forth. I love you guys very much, and I will see you on the other side.